AI has evolved from a meme tool that people used to use to literally turning people into level 100 copywriting bosses that writes better copy than 99% of people. However, in a sea of AI models that exist out there, there's really only one worth using if you want to write high-performing copy that books qualified meetings on your calendar every single month. And I know this because over the span of the last 3 years, I've literally tried every single AI model that has come out on the market, and this one consistently surpasses the rest. So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down one of our favorite copywriting tools, Claude, and how we use it to write one-to-many cold emails and how we automate that entire process to write one-to-one cold emails with one of our second favorite tools, Clay, and how they both help book 40 meetings a month for us and our clients. Before we jump into this material, if you guys enjoy this cold email content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It helps support the channel and you guys will come across more cold email content like this. Let's get into it. So what you're seeing on the left side of the screen here is Claude, and on the right side is just some of the basic prompting material that I've done ahead of time. For our first aspect, we'll be, of course, doing the research on the ICP. So what that prompt is going to sound like is act as a senior sales strategist and expert business analyst who specializes in identifying clear ICP profiles for cold outreach. You're clearly identifying who is an ICP that we should speak with, that we should be speaking with in a target industry and persona for list kit. A B2B data provider that helps businesses build hyper-targeted contact lists, particularly for outreach campaigns like cold calling, cold email. And then ahead of time, I've just done some deep research with Perplexity around the ICP core offering case studies. This just gives it a ton of ammo to work with. If you end up partnering with Buzzly, this is just part of our standard onboarding process and how we can just expedite this and make this run entirely smooth. I have a hypothesis that this is going to return B2B sales and marketing teams, which is literally the first response, which is perfect. I think these guys are too low on the totem pole. I think B2B marketers are better and sales team leaders. So that is going to be the ICP that we're going to go after first. Yeah, I want to do SaaS companies as well. Cool. I think marketing and lead gen agencies is going to be another strong angle for these guys to take, but let's, for the sake of this video, go after the B2B SaaS and marketing leaders. So now that we have the industry and audience that we want to target, we next need to figure out what exactly we're going to sell to them, but we have to make it wicked clear. So the next task is going to be act as a senior sales strategist, expert copywriter who specializes in crafting high conversion offers for cold email. You're creating an offers for ListKit, a B2B data provider that helps businesses build hyper-targeted contact lists, particularly for outreach campaigns like cold calling and emailing. Your tone should feel casual and conversational, like you're chatting with a smart revenue exec or a business owner at a crowded trade show. Our first ICP we're creating offers for is B2B SaaS and marketing teams. Return only their offer itself in a few variants. Do not return the whole email. One of the biggest things that I can say with utilizing AI models in general is just the actual framing on the tone that they're going to apply. You're going to see that's the exact same tonality applied to the next prompt that we're going to be utilizing for crafting cold emails. But this, by the very nature of the AI models themselves, they're going to be really enthusiastic to engage with you. And when people get an email that it comes across really enthusiastic, it just sounds really cheesy and lower status. And most of the times you can just tell it's written by AI. And so we want to avoid that at all costs. So you need to be sure that you're including that tonality in the phrasing that you want to have it apply. So let's fire this into Claude and have it create some offers for us for our cold email campaigns. Cool. Triple verified B2B leads with 24-hour turnaround, plus 50,000 monthly email verification credits included. Solid waste of time about suits. Cool. Yeah, so these are pretty good. Cut your prospecting time in half while booking 30% more meetings. That's pretty good itself. Get access to 626 million triple verified B2B contacts with buy intent signals that show you exactly who's ready to purchase. So we have a ton of just different offers that we can run with now, but we just need to cleanly package those offers into actual cold emails because this is just going to come out of the blue. And so we're going to have it actually write the cold emails itself. So that prompt sounds very familiar to what we're doing so far. We're just making it focused on actually writing the cold emails in this case. So we'll take this, the prompt itself, and then below that, we just have some of our best templates. If you want more prompts like this or templates themselves, check out print.buzzly.io. We have 5 just of our best templates there. That'll be really helpful for you guys. And so that first template there is just relevant question around a pain point that you solve. Are you struggling to generate leads consistently for your business, for example? Our solution offers how to fix problem to achieve end result of solution, interest-based CTA, and then a PS is a social proof. Next template there is we've heard from other personas that common challenge. Sound familiar? Try to get that simulation. Imagine dream state while benefit using unique mechanisms. Mind if I share more on this? And then lastly, it's just like quick pitch. You get in and you get out. If we could benefit of your service in T time frame with that alternative solution, would that be interesting? So we're going to take these. We're going to fire that into Claude itself here. And now from here, Claude is going to start outputting a few just different cold emails that we can test out, and we'll give some feedback on it here. Spending too many hours building contact lists that still deliver high bounce rates. Our triple verified lead database offers real-time intent signals and 95% accuracy to help you book more meetings with less effort. Worth a quick minute chat. Okay. We have to have our challenges. Okay, it's decent. All right, let's just take these real quick. Let's put these down here. Let's work on these a little bit. Oh. So, template 1. Spending too many hours building contact lists that still deliver high bounce rates. That's an okay pain point. I think we can make that more engaging. Is your sales team, right? Your sales team spending more time prospecting than they are closing deals, right? Our triple verified lead database offers real-time intent signals and 95% accuracy to help you book more meetings with less effort. And then I want this to be a value-driven call to action because this is our first time engaging with the prospect. If it's your first time just coming at somebody out of the blue, come with them with something to offer, right? Instead of just trying to take from them, it'll make the conversation flow a whole lot easier. At least do this in your first email. The second email, you can ask for time when you've already proved your value a bit. So what that might sound like in the case of ListKit is if you share your next campaigns, ICP, I'll create a lead list of 1,000 complementary contacts. Open to sharing. Right, we can workshop that a bit. Notice I say complimentary, not free. If you say free, it's going to actually end you up in spam, so don't say the word free. So that's one, and then I like how they have the PS down here. We've heard from other marketing leaders that manually building prospect lists is killing their team's productivity. Sound familiar? That's pretty good so far. Imagine having a fresh list of 100 plus decision makers delivering every morning while your SDR focuses solely on meaningful conversations using our triple verified platform. Mind if I share it? Yeah, that's pretty good, right? That's a case study, value-driven CTA. That's really strong. If we could help you book 30% more meetings in 14 days without spending hours manually researching prospects, would that be interesting? We're helping B2B teams like yours access 626 million verified contacts with proven buying intent data delivered right to your CRM. Okay, not bad. I don't like that. Okay, pretty good. And then the bonus template pattern interrupt. Just curious, are your SDRs spending more time prospecting than actually speaking with them? We built a database of 626 million that integrates directly with your CRM. You could pick that up with like utilizing built with. This is actually pretty good. One clicky, here's 100 perfectly matched prospects, no more spreadsheets. Right, then we just change that into a value-driven CTA. So these are pretty decent. You could have it create even 5 or even 10 more different templates that you can utilize, and then you just piecemeal the best ones that you want out of there. So as a little bonus now, we have these curated scripts. But if we just try to send out these exact same scripts to 1,000 different prospects, chances are Microsoft and Google are going to pick up on that and be like, all right, these guys are sending the exact same email. It's just obviously spam. And so what we're going to do to get around that is we're going to utilize a tool called spintax to actually vary up the sending formula. And so what that'll look like is turn these emails, or actually spintax emails. Now what that'll do is spintax is a syntax sending formula, so it'll essentially put curly brackets with a straight bar in between. And what it means is that first message will go to that first person and the second part of that message will go to person B. But it will consistently vary throughout the entire email. And so what'll appear to Google and Microsoft is organic and just varying messages. And so it won't get flagged that way, specifically when you're sending these emails within a 20 to 30 different time block around your varied sending schedule. So now we have these really targeted cold emails. We can just copy and paste these into our sending tool and start sending from there. You could create a ton of different variations and then follow-ups as well. So what you're seeing on your screen here now, this workflow is great when you exist in a one-to-many business, not a one-to-one business. Now, how do you know if you're a one-to-many business? What a one-to-many business is you have a core offer or solution itself, and that doesn't change regardless of who you send it to. What only changes is the actual outcome of your actual service that they'll get out of it. So the benefit that you're going to be providing them, or the benefit that you're going to be solving. Now, the alternative is you exist in a one-to-one solution or product. And in those use cases, what that often looks like is your sales process has a discovery, it has an implementation or a mapping call, and then it has a proposal call. And you need to have that initial discovery call to learn exactly the gaps that are occurring within their business. And then that second call is to map exactly how you're going to solve those challenges. And so these workflows work great when you're in that one-to-many business. When you're doing the one-to-one, you need to get really specific on how you're going to actually close those gaps, because you're just coming from these people out of the blue, and you need to be really tailored on your approach. And so the best way that we found to do that effectively and at scale is utilizing Clay along with a combination of Claude. So what that looks like is something like this. So this is for one of our clients. They sell executive retreats and sales incentive programs. And so we had Nick go and scrape Crunchbase for a bunch of different organizations that really closely align with their ICP. And so then we enrich that across 9 different databases to figure out the right contact persona to engage with there. And then we double verified those leads utilizing ListKit and Lead Magic. And then from there, we're now gonna have a clean list of all the valid emails that we can go out and engage. Now, that is a really important process, as you can see, because we took that list of 5,000 leads from all these different databases, then we actually verified them to only being 3,400. So if you were to go out there and send 1,600 bounced emails, you're gonna totally just burn your email accounts. Really important. We ran a quick function here to just still find the alternative contact as part of our scripts. And then we pipe in more information around our actual client here. So everything they do, the ICP, the core offer, any case studies, anything uniqueness or mechanisms, and then any go-to-market strategies that we think are going to be really relevant. So audits, competitive takedowns, different strategies like that. We then have Perplexity go and do deep research on the target audience that we're going to go out and engage with across several different relevant paradigms and make sure that that Perplexity deep research is tailored to the actual end goal that you're trying to achieve, right? So it's, in this case, we're going to be calling out events that they're running here, but that could really just vary depending on whatever service that you provide. I will say, as a small caveat, what I've been finding recently is that with GPT 3.0 coming out as of April 17th, that the cost basis for actually doing GPT-4 Mini is wicked cheap, and the results have been better. And so we've just been doing give or take here, but I've been seeing much better results with GPT-4 Mini. So now we have information around our company, we have information around the prospect's company and the prospect themselves, and then we're gonna have Claude write a one-to-one cold email to go out and engage that person. So what that sounds like is, I noticed Digital Realty's upcoming Bank of America conference in September and your regular client/partner events. Personalization. With multiple high-stake presentations on your calendar, are you concerned about maximizing engagement while minimizing logistical headaches? Pain point question. We've helped tech infrastructure companies like yours transform standard corporate events into high-impact experiences that strengthen client relationships and showcase innovation. That's our offer. Our team handles everything from venue negotiations to production, often saving enough time to offset our management fees. Case study. Mind if I share how we've helped similar companies alleviate their event strategy while reducing internal resource drain? Value-driven call to action. So that's done this across 3,400 different people to write one-to-one cold emails, because his solution is much more tailored than just taking a software solution to the market itself. And then we're gonna have Claude from there write a one-to-one cold email that answers the question, okay, but how do you do that exact thing that you just tailored or you just reached out to me in our initial cold email outreach? From there, you can just quickly import these directly into your sending tool. In the case of ECG, they're on Smart Leads, so we just push them over directly. You can also integrate with Instantly or Bison. So that's the entire process. So for running the cold outreach campaigns, we'll of course be needing to figure out an actual business and solution that we're going to be taking to the market. For simplicity's sake, we'll be doing this on behalf of ListKit. Shout out ListKit, guys. And what we'll be having Claude do is go and figure out the actual ICP, right? Who's the best industry and then persona within that industry that we should be speaking to. And then we'll have Claude write a unique offer to go out and engage those target personas that'll really just have them salivating, really want to sink into that offer itself. And then we'll have Claude write an actual copy to go out and cleanly package that offer so it's really engaging and really targeted. Now, it is one thing to write the right scripts for the right audiences, and it is a total nother beast to figure out how to set up your cold email infrastructure and then how to scrape the lead list and verify those leads and then run that into your database itself with the personalization. So now, if you just want to enjoy 20 to 40 qualified meetings on your calendar every single month without having to lift a finger, drop a calendar invite to us down here below and let's find some time to chat more. See you guys in the next video.